So it appears that the apple doesn't fall too far from the Darius Jackson tree. Yes, Keke Palmer's baby's father, his own father, apparently has an order of protection, long-standing order of protection from Darius Jackson's mom. Yes, the same mom that was defending her son and his behavior towards Keke, who currently has a temporary restraining order against Darius for similar behavior. Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So we've been covering this Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson situation since I've been in on the West Coast. But now I'm back on the East Coast and the mess continues. By now you probably have heard that Sharon Palmer, Keke Palmer's mom, who we never hear from. We never hear from Sharon. But she took to social media when she saw what Serranis was posting on his social media, and she told us then he admitted to having similar behavior like Darius. All right? Since then, we don't know for sure, but someone's leaking. It has to be him. He's the one who recorded it. Darius Jackson is leaking this audio of Sharon threatening to put a you-know-what in his head. And Usher's like, how in the hell I get in it this time? Well, in one of the audio recordings, Sharon brings up the whole Usher situation. You remember rewinding back time when Keke was in Las Vegas. She went to the Usher concert. She had on a very beautiful outfit, sexy outfit. Darius took to social media to share his disapproval. We had no idea that that was a foreshadowing of what's been going on in their relationship for the last 2 years. There's been all other new allegations that are coming out from Keke's relationship with him. And apparently, like, he almost tried to run her over, allegedly. Well, rewinding back to this other leaked audio of Sharon talking to Darius on the phone because she's trying to protect her daughter from apparently whatever's going on in their relationship and things that have been going on that she's been made aware of. She mentions that Usher's bisexual.
How you doing?
Well, now she's clearing things up. She is clearing things up, so I do want to mention what she says on social media. She says, the lie I told about Usher was to get Darius to stop abusing my daughter on account of his jealousy. So I said he didn't like women for safety. Everything else I meant with my chest and didn't expect anyone to hear it because recording me is illegal. She says, I guess he's okay with jail. But I knew that when he put his hands on my daughter, he's still abusing her in all of this, trying to paint himself as a victim. Textbook behavior. Well, speaking of textbook behavior, our friends over at the Neighborhood Talk, and I'm sure plenty of other blogs, have gotten their hands on a long-standing order of protection from Darius Jackson's mom against their father, Ramel Jackson. You also may recall when the audio was leaked of Sharon talking about putting a you-know-what in Darius's head. There was a text message exchange between Sharon and Darius Jackson's mother where she was like, oh, I see that you have no problem threatening my son. Well, I'm going to call the police on you. Only for this new information to come out that this woman has been dealing with very similar abuse. And apparently from this order of protection from 2020 is being revealed. So our friends over at the Neighborhood Talk write this in regards to this order of protection. They said, neighbors, it's no secret that Keke Palmer's baby daddy, Darius Jackson, has been accused of abusing her. Keke's mother took to Instagram and revealed that Darius's brother, Serranis Jackson, who was also allegedly abusive to women that he's dated. Well, after some intense digging, it looks like the apples didn't fall far from the tree. They said that they've obtained court documents that show Darius and Serranis' father, Ramel Jackson, currently has a protective order in place against him for allegedly abusing the boy's mother, Yenair Hubbard Jackson. Ramel was forced to hand over his own pow. You know, we were just talking about Darius having to do the same. Like it's just so eerie, but I'm not completely shocked. They said the protective order stems from a domestic violence incident and will remain active until their next court date. So when you take a look at the actual protective order, they said the date of the protective order was July 27th of 2020. So this is 3 years ago. And it says proof of personal service on a DV without child filed by their mom. It states their mom's name, and it was filed on July 15th of 2020. It was served on the 22nd of July of 2020. They also list in this order of protection that on the 29th of 2020, proof of his pals had to be turned in. And then it says a declaration of Serranis and Darius Jackson was also filed by Romel Jackson. Interesting. So a lot of people were like, oh, surprise, surprise, because not only did we see a pattern between Serranis and Darius, because there have been some other incidences with Serranis' baby's mother that have been coming out, but we're not completely shocked that the father also has issues in a similar way. And we're not going to sit here and believe that this is the first incident back in 2020 that this has happened. Like these guys are grown and they learned this from somewhere. And so for me, this is only proof. So I know a lot of you are thinking, so why in the hell would the mother defend this type of behavior? We also have to keep in mind the mind of someone that's been abused. And we have to also keep in mind that she was still with this man. Who knows how long it took for her to finally do something like this to get this order of protection. So I'm not going to be upset with this woman because her mindset is an abused woman. So I'm not going to fault her because she's also needs help in therapy to get through what she's getting through. Because I'm sure a lot of people also judge Keke for staying in this relationship probably longer than she should have. But again, there is this cycle of abuse. And I think that's something that we as people that may have not been in a similar situation, for us to come from a place of grace and understanding. So I'm not going to blame Darius and Serranis' mother for defending her son against Sharon. She's a mom. Not she's a mom. Sorry, y'all. But you get what I'm saying. But this order of protection, this looks to be a pattern of abuse within the family, makes me understand a little bit better what we're dealing with. And I know Darius has been releasing his own receipts and video and audio recordings thinking that he's proving something. No, what you're proving, especially if you listen to the audio where he's talking to Sharon Palmer, it sounds as if this is a pattern of behavior that has been learned and probably taught, allegedly, from his own family, his own father, that recently had an incident with their mom. Everybody needs help in this situation. Darius Jackson's mom needs help. He needs help. Keke is going to need help because God only knows what she has dealt with in regards to this situation. And I know a lot of you have said, even with this restraining order, this temporary restraining order and temporary full legal and physical custody of their child, this is still the father of her child. This is someone she's probably still going to have to, on some level, deal with. And you also have said that this order of protection doesn't really necessarily protect, or, this restraining order doesn't necessarily protect you 100% because he can still ignore that. And a lot of people are also saying that his behavior right now, trying to make himself look like the victim, is also a level of abuse. This is a scary, and just sad situation. As I said before, I hope everyone involved is forced by the courts to get help. Guys, as always, I want to know your thoughts on this new revelation that's coming out from the Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson breakup, legal situation, abuse situation. Let's continue this conversation in the comments section. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.